If no emojis, no words, and he just likes it or loves it, puts a heart on it, that is a sure sign he's a low effort man. He doesn't deserve you. I don't care. I believe it. I stand by this. Every single guy that has done this to me has turned out to be an asshole and not worth my time.
I wonder how many men, like how many different dudes she has sent spicy photos to. Okay, so this is her definition of a red flag in a man, right? Is she sends a spicy photo to a guy and he just likes it and he just reacts with an emoji. Yo, what is going on, guys? Got some TikTok videos for you here today from modern women, and we're going to be jumping into this first one here of a woman who's going to be talking to us about low-effort men. So, like a lot of modern-day women, she's struggling with getting men to put in effort. I wonder why that might be the case. So, let's see what she has to say. Guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
I don't care what you guys say, this is a subtle sign that he is an asshole and that you should immediately run. This one's petty, but I swear it's true. If you send him a photo of you where you're like looking nice and a nice photo for him, and you send it over and he responds with only emojis, no words, or even worse, if no emojis, no words, and he just likes it or loves it, puts a heart on it, that is a sure sign he's a low effort man. He doesn't deserve you.
I mean, hey, maybe, just maybe, we should stop sending spicy photos to men who you're probably not even in a relationship with. You know, guys, I see these TikTok videos all the time, and women will be like, oh, here are all of the red flags that you need to avoid in men. But none of these women can get relationships anyway. They all completely fail at it, you know? She's probably out here hooking up with some Chad in some situationship that she can't even get commitment out of in the first place. And she's over here talking about red flags like this. And also, by the way, this is never really going to run a woman away, because this behavior only shows that the guy has women in the first place. And if he has women, then you already know that these 304s are always going to be sticking around regardless. Let's continue.
If no emojis, no words, and he just likes it or loves it, puts a heart on it, that is a sure sign he's a low effort man. He doesn't deserve you. I don't care. I believe it. I stand by this. Every single guy that has done this to me has turned out to be an asshole and not worth my time.
I wonder how many men, like how many different dudes she has sent spicy photos to. Okay, so this is her definition of a red flag in a man, right? Is she sends a spicy photo to a guy and he just likes it and he just reacts with an emoji. And she says, every single man that I have done this to, right, that I have sent one of these images, it just turns out that he was a complete, you know, he was a complete liar. He wasn't worth my time. He was a low effort man. Again, this woman is just sending spicy photos to dudes who she doesn't even have a relationship with. Crazy. Let's continue into this next clip here. This is a woman who's going to be giving big sister advice. So if you don't know what this is, it's basically just women on TikTok giving advice to each other. And you already know every single time one of these women gives advice to another woman on TikTok, it's like the ratio, the odds of it being very terrible advice are incredibly, incredibly high. So let's take a listen.
This is the big sis advice that you don't want to hear, but you need to. I say this from a place of love, and I wish I had this advice when I was young. Actually, I did. It was my mom. And I also know you don't want to hear it because I didn't want to hear it. But my mom was my saving grace. And had she not given me the advice that she gave me, and had I not listened, my life would look very different today.
Okay, so this woman, I believe, was raised by a single mother. No mention of the father, okay? And you already know, okay? The odds of a woman turning out to be a 304, if raised by a single mother, are significantly higher. I mean, guys, let's just count. We've got the long ass nails, not as long as usual. You guys can't really see that. We've got I believe these eyebrows are entirely fake. We have 2 nose rings. We have hair that looks to be dyed at least 2 separate colors. We have a face full of makeup on and a filter on, right? It's like, it wouldn't surprise me if this woman had hand tattoos as well. And so she's going to be giving advice about men from her single mother household. Let's see what it is.
In a really, really bad way. My mom explained it like this, and I'm going to explain it to you. You're like a diamond. So you don't just hand over a diamond to just anybody. They have to be able to afford the worth of that diamond.
I love how the immediate advice that this woman gives is like, hey, a man needs to be able to afford my worth. This is why nobody wants to date these women, man, is like, they come to relationships, they come to dating with the idea that men just have to do crap for them simply because they exist. And here's the thing, a lot of guys don't actually have an issue with chivalry, right? Taking a woman out on the first date, buying dinner, that sort of thing. Men don't actually typically have an issue with these sorts of old school romantic behaviors. What they do have an issue with is doing these things for women who feel entitled to it. You know, oh, I'm expensive. You need to pay for me. All of the guys that would love to take a woman out on a dinner date, you've just said to them that you should not be taken out on a dinner date. But they don't understand how this works, right? They don't understand that the entitlement is really unappealing to dudes, and you drive away all of the quote-unquote traditional men, right, by not being traditional yourself.
The higher quality person you are, the higher the stakes. But the thing is, a lot of young women, especially the ones that are dating, know deep down in their heart that the man that they're with is beneath them, isn't treating them right, but there's this overwhelming fear of, if I let go, then what?
Yes, guys, you know, the average woman's dating experience, okay, a lot of women out there feel as though they are above, literally her own words, okay, above their boyfriends. I have never seen a man say something like this, right? Have you ever seen a man dating a woman and he's like, you know what? I've got my girlfriend, but I just feel like I'm above her. Do you know what I mean? Like on a human level, on a financial level, on a spiritual level, I'm just kind of above my girlfriend, you know? I'm above my wife. Again, this is the reason why these women are single, guys, is because they think that there's like levels that they're above a man. And if you really want to get into the levels, okay, right, of oh, I'm above him. Okay, let's have a look at your finances. Let's have a look at your culinary skills. Let's have a look at you without makeup and so on, right? And not that I care about women's finances, by the way, but you can be damn sure they're looking at the man's. It's just crazy how these women think that they're just above dudes, like just above people. I've never once in my life thought I'm above somebody else. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Like this type of thinking is so disgusting, man.
Or he's all you've ever known. And the fear of being alone outweighs being treated poorly and not even getting the bare minimum. But the fear of being alone should not stop you from looking for somebody who knows your worth.
Yeah, guys, ditch that boyfriend who you're above and go out there and find somebody who cherishes you for the diamond that you are. Classic.
You shouldn't be sitting on the floor crying every other night. That's not normal. You shouldn't be made to feel guilty for wanting to hang out with your friends. You shouldn't be made to feel like you're not beautiful. Now imagine if you gave a diamond to somebody who just doesn't understand the worth of a diamond. They're not going to be able to take care of that diamond. And in the same way, when you give yourself to a low quality man, he just doesn't understand your worth. So
if this woman says diamond one more time, guys, I swear to goodness, okay? So leave your boyfriend, go out there and find one that treats you like a diamond. You know, you deserve better, queen. What's the saying, man? You know, single women keep women single. It's actually crazy, the mentality that these people try to bring to modern day dating, and then they wonder why dudes don't put in effort to them, by the way. You know? And make no mistake, when she's talking about relationships as well, oh, you're dating a guy who doesn't put in effort. The women don't even bother chasing the dudes who put in a lot of effort. Like, when was the last time you saw a man be genuinely rewarded for being a romantic and a nice individual who invests heavily in a woman? Women actively punish this behavior in dating, guys. I would love to be able to sit here and say, you know what, guys, just go out there and get a woman flowers on the first date, and it'll totally work. Like this, women like this will think you're a freak if you do that, if you're not highly attractive. And if you're highly attractive, it doesn't really matter what you do anyway. You could rock up to the first, to the first date with items that would be considered a felony, okay? And she's not going to care. Interesting.
So it's in your hands to want better for yourself. Or you think to yourself, I've already invested this many years into him, so then I need to just follow through with marriage. That's probably the dumbest thing you can do. What makes you think that if your relationship while dating is miserable, that getting married to him is somehow going to make it better? It's not. And for my young sisters out there, put down the fixer-upper, boys. Ask yourself this question. If you went into a luxury shop...
Oh my goodness. You're not a luxury shop or a diamond woman. Like, what is this woman, like over 30 with how many pounds of makeup on? Like, what even is this? Yeah, guys, you deserve. Imagine if I got on here every single video and I just talked about all of the things that men deserve. I would like to think that you guys would roast me for that, because people don't inherently just deserve things, right? Like, I would be lying if I got on a video and I was like, hey man, just divorce your wife. You know why? Because you're a diamond, my guy, right? You're like a luxury shop, okay? And you need to get rid of that woman and replace her with one that treats you like the diamond you are. And like, I could be talking to some dude who is incredibly overweight, who's unemployed, who has bad hygiene, is really mean to people, has no friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, queen, you deserve everything. Tell me more.
Would you pick up a handbag that was dinged, stitches coming out, and think to yourself, oh, it's all good, I'll take it home and I'll just fix it up? No, you wouldn't. So don't do that with a man either. It is not your responsibility to be fixing that man and hoping that he'll become what it is that you want.
Oh, okay, I see. So she's not the luxury store. She's just talking about a broken item in the store that is damaged and then calling that the man. I see.
Leave him on the shelf, okay? He is in the discard pile. Broken goods. Get yourself a high-quality man. One that you do not have to explain your worth to.
Yeah, you tell him, queen. I wonder how this will actually work out for this woman. And I say that knowing full well she'll end up with a bunch of cats or a man that she doesn't respect. I mean, how old do you guys think this woman is? I like have no idea. I'm bad at guessing ages of these women simply because they put so much makeup on, and then there's like a filter, and then half of the things on their face aren't even real. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if this woman was just well over 30, to be honest. But we are going to be leaving today's episode there. I can't listen to any more women on this episode. Guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.